And then YouTube. We live. Hear this. Hear the song. Where's it coming from? From this. Okay, so it's a little delayed, but I mean, that's normal.
Open it up and see if it's going to work. Good. Okay.
We're live just in case with the home screen for the moment.
I need to speak about
They're going to be a break at any point. They're going to be a break at any point.
We're not really.
Let's try YouTube. Let's go YouTube.
Just hit the subject.
Either way.
You have to go with what you've got. Have you got sound going out? How bad is it? How bad is it?
You can hear audio. You can hear audio clearly, and you're getting picture for everything.
We're going to go with it.
You can go with it, but I'm going to try how as we go. He's got a mic. Bro, pull that out. He's got a mic. So I want to see if we can add our own mic onto the system. It's like a lapel. Oh, there it is. It is. It's difficult.
Just turn it. That's it.
Sorry. Okay, cool. Just 1 second. Okay, so now I need to get this. Okay. I'm about to find out right now. Oh no, it's the same. It's the same. We see the switch between. There it is. Now the projector. Is that projector on? Yeah.
I'm going to be back Italian. I'm not going to disturb what you Firstly, what's up? Zimbabwean.
You gonna tell me what you are? Sort of it. Bro, we did the last time. At least still have the same size. Yeah, I'm live with that.
So I can see we're settling in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Those people are asking. Then someone says, picture not here, but for me it's here. Yeah.
So this.
You go to the right side thing. It looks like it's right side. A little bit smaller.
That's the smallest I can go.
Let's go to the video. Okay, so here's a gift. The video, and then she'll get the video playing. Since the video is playing, you can walk.
Click the video now. And it's not gonna come up from there, hey? The video is not gonna come up from there. It's only gonna be on the stream. I'm gonna stick here until somebody goes up. It played it for me. Is it going up?
Yeah. Okay, it's coming up. So yes,
That's what they mean.
Good morning. We are starting now. I believe we all managed to grab breakfast tea there so that we move our program. As we start our program, I'm the one who is fortunate that I will introduce myself. All others will be introduced by me, but no one will introduce me. Songezo is my name, Ois is my surname. I work at ECDC under trade investment. Then, I will be directing the program of the day and making sure that, as you see, the program next to the name there is time. So I'll make sure that we stick to the time. And also let me apologize for not starting at 11 due to some technical challenges, but we are fine now. Then we'll try to cover that time. Then we all have the program on our table so that I don't assume. Yes, thank you so much. Today is the graduation of the women in exports. Then linking this day, today is the National Entrepreneurs Day. So you can balance the two. We talk trade, we talk the entrepreneur day. Maybe someone will ask, well, why, what is the relevance? The National Entrepreneur Day is an annual event occurring on the 3rd Tuesday of November, which is today is the 3rd Tuesday of November, which is the 15th. That honors people who have built an empire from absolutely nothing. I can imagine when you were starting your business, everyone can tell the story, but we won't go there. Then it means the radical investment and by brilliant minds have shaped the way we live today. And today, the businesses that are graduating today are those brilliant minds continue to shape the economy of the world. We can't reduce you to the Eastern Cape. Now we want you to shape the economy of the world. Then to give a context, maybe the few why we are here, in a sense that just a short, this program is the first cohort whereby 15 businesses graduating in the program, and currently we are also busy with the second cohort that will be starting in December and will be ending their end in March 2023. The training program is a collaboration with Trade Forward Southern Africa, provides support and services to exporting and export-ready businesses in the SACO region, and also adding the Mozambique. You know, the Mozambique used not to be part, but now we are saying SACO plus Mozambique. The program is funded by the UK government. These much needed services to navigate complex trade and customs challenges, recognizing that women are underrepresented in the trade value chain. So basically, you would know that we want to make sure that the women also dominate in the space of trade value chain. When we say value chain, we cover the entire trade process, no matter which space you are specializing on, but we want to see your presence. And I'm certain that all these companies will be exporting some of them will be start exporting. Also, without taking long, I think I must go straight to the program. As we all have the program, now let me acknowledge there are people that I cannot start the program without acknowledging them. You will understand that our program, we have some speakers joining us virtually. So we'll switch on from physically allowing them to connect, you will see them on the screen. Then currently, the one we are having present now, without me jeopardizing my job, allow me to introduce Mr. Hakamisa George, trade on trade, investment and innovation. You can just end up at them so that they can see. Also, we are honored here to have Mrs. Olelwa Majiza from the Buffalo City Metro. I don't see her, but she's here. She is here. I think is coming right now. I think we all know her. So we cannot do anything without the street. So we make sure. Also, I must acknowledge my colleague. We are here. There are foot soldiers on the ground. People who make sure that this program is a success. Sorry. Who Miss Linda Lubig, you can just stand up. Thank you so much. And let's just go straight to our program now. We'll just go to the welcoming address from Mr. George. You can come over.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Let me start by thanking our partners, Trade Forward Southern Africa, for agreeing to come into partnership with the Eastern Cape Development Corporation in supporting and capacitating our enterprises to be ready to take advantage of the emerging opportunities in the export market. And then secondly, the most important people that are here, those who are graduating, the enterprises that have taken their time and found value in participating in the program that is being provided, especially for women-owned enterprises. I want to thank you for your commitment, and maybe lastly, our partners that are always there to make sure that whatever program we put in place, they are there in person in terms of sourcing, the Buffalo City Metro, that is part of the development of the enterprises that are being ready for export. In welcoming you, I think, let me begin by saying I'm confident that you could not have chosen a better time than this time to sharpen your resolve, sharpen your operational capability to target export markets. The development of trade, industry, and competition in terms of the integrated national export strategy envisaged a number of programs to support companies to take advantage of export opportunities. One of such a program never came to fruition, but it is one that I think is very important in this day and age. It used to be called, in fact, still being called in terms of that strategy, and it's the Cape Export Strategy, export villages. The DTIC envisaged what we call export villages. Export villages were going to be an individual or a company that has been exporting for a number of years and they've built an experience to help those companies that have got a product that can be exported to export. you would now maybe have discovered that exporting it's not an easy process. Exporting is not like selling domestically, because whatever you are selling, whether it's a product or service, has to go through the borders of other countries that have got other sets of regulations and so on and so on. So it's got export process, but it's got also export regulation. So you may find yourself having products that are missing, and you may deliver products that are never paid for. You know, there are so many risks that are associated with them. But in these programs, we expose some of the most important aspects of exporting. And I'm saying we could not have chosen a better time to focus or interested in exports. When there is a crisis, there's also an opportunity. You may notice that from the time Russia-Ukraine crisis hit, we've seen a number of international government agencies coming to Africa, and in particular South Africa and East Africa, saying, would you partner with us? We need supplies of a number of products, which the European market is not getting. Food products, agricultural products. Recently, they've emphasized natural products, cosmetics, medicinal, products that are done from medicinal plants, processed food, and gas. Even countries that have got gas now, running huge opportunities now to supply the European market. So, a crisis is not all that you see. It's not all bad, but it was also great opportunities for us. So let's, take the advantage of this opportunity. The UK government is one of those governments that have decided to put in resources to make sure that the target women-owned enterprises to be the one that are in the forefront of supplying the needs of the global market. That includes the European market. And recently, the Eastern Cape had a delegation to Germany. But very exciting about what Germany have identified as products that they want to import from South Africa. Part of those are natural products, processed foods, products that are extracted from cannabis. They looking at energy, the resource products such as importing ammonia for hydrogen, clean hydrogen. So it's an array of products, and they identified the South Africa and the Eastern Cape in particular to be the supplier of those needs. So you are not at a bad state. You are in the right position, and the opportunities are out there, and they are coming to us. On the 30th of June this year, we had a workshop with EU countries. We had a delegation from Germany, we had a delegation from Italy, we had a delegation from what was the third country? But 30th of June. But in September, we hosted 3 big companies from Italy. That out of that workshop that we had in PE, identified wood and mohair products. So they were there to make a commitment and a pledge to invest in plant and process wool and mohair for the high-end market in Europe. So there is immediate response, from the countries in Europe that are demanding our products. It's just for us to position ourselves. To come back to the issues of export villages, you may not be export ready yourself, your company, but we need to identify amongst us those that are export ready. By being export ready, it means you understand the process of export, so that you can aid your fellow entrepreneurs and give them an opportunity and act as a channel and a conduit between them and the market opportunities that are available. Until such time that they are themselves or their companies are market ready or export ready. Because the export villages, though they are part of the strategy, they never materialize. But export villages can be established by us here, getting those that are understand the art of exporting, that you understand the process of exporting, to help those that have not. So today we are here attending the graduation ceremony, and it's not the end, this is the beginning. You should see it as a beginning of you positioning yourself that these opportunities that are arising, whether they are rising as a result of the crisis in Europe, or they are rising because it was time for South Africa and the Eastern Cape to step forward and be a worthy player in the global market. We should all be ready. And when you make money is in trade. Gone are the days where we are looking at companies that are only focusing on the domestic market. If we do that, we will end up, getting the same crisis that we have in the taxi industry, where I'll kill you because they are counting my routes, because we are too many here. So we need to venture out there to open up the horizon. And when we open up the horizon, there will be no need to have pressure of eliminating one another. So we are looking at you, the enterprises that are graduating, to be those that will help us get to the markets that are opening up. There are so many things that we also, alongside what we are doing here, building the capacity of the enterprises. This afternoon, we were meeting those that were in the delegation in Germany, just to deal with the aspect of capacitating our ports to make sure that we support operators that are efficient. We're losing so much business through to Maputo and Mozambique, because our ports are not efficient. They take too long, turnarounds, containers, anything that moves through the port. So we are working on that, and the Germans have committed to assist us to deal with inefficiencies in our port system. So we're hopeful that we are not only capacitating you to be ready to take advantage of the opportunities in the global market, but our infrastructure and our facilities will also help you to be able to take advantage of what is coming through. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking forward to enjoying this moment, but this is the beginning of greater things to come to enterprises, and we embrace the commitment made by the UK government through trade for Southern Africa to provide us with the capability to help you. And this is not a once-off program, it's going to continue. We're looking forward to other phases, including phases where you are also able to sell through virtual or virtual platforms such as Amazon. There are so many platforms that are online right now. So we look at all of those avenues and capacitate your companies to make sure that in any way we can, you are able to access the opportunities that are coming from the global market. Thank you very much for your commitment. Without your commitment, we would not be here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Also, before I move to the next speaker, Mrs. Machezi, we acknowledge you, but at the time you were not here. Maybe you can just wave so that the people can see. But you are here. Thank you. It's from the Buffalo City Metro. Then now we are moving with our program to the next speaker. Obviously, everyone wants to know the peoples. There's no anyone can tell us the peoples without me calling Miss Linda Lubengo. You can come over, madam.
Good morning, everyone. Also, as has already introduced me, I am Linda Lubengo, and I have walked a very beautiful journey with the wonderful women that we are celebrating today. All 15 of you have been very awesome. The Women in Trade is part of the long-term strategy of the ECDC, together with its partners, Buffalo City Metro Municipality and the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro. This initiative is a collaboration between ECDC and Trade Forward South Africa. Trade Forward South Africa provides support and services to exporting companies as well as export-ready companies in the SACU and Mozambique region, as my colleague Songes has already alluded to that. And it is worth mentioning that the program is supported and financed by the UK government. So the training is a 7 weeks training program, and it is designed for women who wish to boldly grow their business into international markets. The training facilitates the women with the necessary skills to build an export-ready strategy, and those companies will then develop valuable insights in terms of their business state of readiness with the export market. We go through an export-ready assessment tool, and then the companies get to answer on that assessment tool. Then they will get to realize in what stage are they in terms of their business, how ready are they to access the international markets. They then acquire the skills for international markets and basic professional business development skills. And during the 7 weeks, we work closely with our participants. They've got a coach that is assigned to them that helps them to identify the barriers and the concerns that women face when they are about to enter or start exploring international markets. The ECDC have other programs as well that assist companies that are designed to capacitate the companies that are interested in pursuing the export market or opportunities to expand their business into new markets. So the trade promotion unit, I can assure you, and I can give that assurance today that when companies are starting to pursue international opportunities or partnerships in foreign markets, we also provide those mechanics for you to understand the markets that you are interested in. We assist you to identify possible markets for your product, and then we help you to tackle the barriers and overcome those barriers as we walk with you step by step, and then we assist you through our programs. Apart from trainings, we've got seminars that are designed to give you information regarding markets. For example, we'll continuously give you updates on the UK market. And then we work with various other markets as well. In the African market, we work with various markets. There we identify our priority markets in Africa. And then we have identified our priority markets, your traditional markets such as the UK, your EU, your US. So we are there to provide that support for you to identify where is it. Saying that I am ready now for the international market. We are ready then to take you step by step in order for you to be able to enter those markets and penetrate those markets. Remember, when you are a business, you are not only doing a business for yourself, but when you start exporting, you are also assisting governments to grow the GDP of the country. You know, you are also contributing to the economy. And once you start exporting, we've got other channels within the ECDC to assist you in terms of making sure that you do not lag in terms of, say that I'm meeting an export order, and for me to be able to meet this demand, I need finances to facilitate this. Then there are facilities within the ECDC that will help you. No, it's not going to be free. You will have to take it at a cost, because as a business, you need to make sure that you are committed into doing this, and you are committed to spending time and your money to grow your business into international markets. I can assure you it is doable. It is something that any business at any given point in time, once you are ready with your product, you are ready as a business, you are able to tap into the international markets. We've got trade seminars, we've got trade missions, we've got trade exhibitions. Along the missions, we will take you into these markets for you to be able to go there to see what is exactly happening in the market that you have identified, and identify what will be the challenges for me to enter the market. Who can I work with within this market? So we will coordinate We'll coordinate meetings for you, B2B meetings for you with businesses in that market, in your relevant sector, and make sure that you get there, you to see these businesses when it's necessary, and you get to see what else do they offer in that particular market that you can also tap into. You get an opportunity to meet agents, you get an opportunity to meet distributors, you get an opportunity to visit the economic zones to see how will when you ship your goods, will it be safe for you? How do they handle those type of activities? And then in terms of trade shows, we work with other various organizations such as your TTIC, where we provide platforms for you to go and exhibit your products into international markets. And the TTIC provides these incentives, and companies, they only pay a portion, which is little to nothing, when you apply for these platforms. And then we've got trainings that further capacitate you to develop your own export strategy as a company. Those trainings are more broader than this one. This one is an introduction for you just to be aware that there are opportunities outside South Africa, there are opportunities outside the borders, so that you can start preparing yourself to be export ready for those particular markets. So today we are celebrating you ladies, but there is somebody who is going to speak and congratulate you in your journey. I would like to also announce that the next training is due to take place from December up until March and 2023. And I would like to urge those that are watching on our social media platforms to go and look out for the application form. And we also want to use you ladies to give your testimonies to others as to how you have found the training and how you will be implementing what you have learned in the training to further broaden your horizons into international markets. Thank you so much.
What can I say after all this? We see it's a purpose with the way you work, what you need to do. Now, just given you everything about trade promotion and what is done in the space. So I think when government investing in you, we will be switching the gears now to virtual. I think the technical team there is sorting me out. Just to say what Ulinda is saying and Mr. George, the government is investing for you, and we know that the economy of the province is depending on you. The only people who create jobs will sustain this economy. It's only your business. And we know when you talk about exporting, we talk about volumes. So the capacity. Mr. George mentioned that the infrastructure, we are dealing with that, and we are making sure that your businesses also are well capacitated so that you don't face any challenges. What we want to see, you busy exchanging the dollars with the rands. You see, that's what when you set those goals, when you set those goals, you make sure that okay, now I'm putting it right, then we get to the other side of the line. You know, yes, I'm happy to hear that. I'm not sure we are ready to go. Yeah. Okay, the next speaker that will be joining us virtually, giving us training overview is Kim Marie Edis. Will be joining us, but it's not this one. I think this one is my brother. He is so.
She can start speaking.
Now the program director is directed by the technical team. So now when I keep quiet, know that I'm being directed somewhere. Yeah.
He's not speaking. Yeah, no. Yeah. But that's because this is not coming, it's not coming through from her. Are you sending it to this? Yeah. Speakers, there it is. Everything's on this. That's coming. Can we hear that? Yes, we can hear it.
So now the program.
Oh, she's coming in. No, she's coming in live, yeah.
No, she's not.
This business, when they take their products, making sure that they are living the product. And also, when you look at the facilities, how we are well capacitated in terms of position. We have 2 ports, we have 3 ports. So the opportunities are here. You don't have to leave this province. You can do your business based here. You complete the entire value chain. And also now equipping you, it's also to make sure that we stop the brain drain. Our province is suffering with the brain drain, whereby the province will invest, then most people relocate. When it's time to return, they leave the province. It happens across all the sectors, but making sure that we build sustainable businesses in the province. It will address a number of issues that currently we are facing, making sure that the economy of the province grows. As I'm being directed somewhere, I will continue making sure that so it's one of the things. I think also the most well also mentioned by the speakers, the trade machines. It's one of the important things. As I know, on trade laws, you can go to a trade machine once, but remember, you cannot realize the deal immediately. But your continuous participation on those trade machines, the success stories of number of businesses, you can go to Mozambique mission, then you exhibit, then you get your leads. Then there's another one in Ghana, you go again. A potential buyer would say, I saw you in Mozambique, but I didn't speak to you. When I see you in Ghana, I start to engage you. Because on the other hand, and in the space, there's a commitment. And people, they measure commitment in many ways. Because you'll be meeting this person does not know you. So, but what you want to do, you want to do the business. It's not a matter of exchanging the product with the man, but also is to develop, there's an element of trust also. So those are the elements, the consistent participation in this trade machine. It also assists with so that the other partners can see how serious you are with business. So sometimes we should make sure that we continue participating on them and promoting our business. Because most of the success stories, they came through that end. And also it's very important, whatever markets you are targeting, your export market plan, make sure that you also start with the culture. It's very crucial. You might lose by small things of not understanding the culture. Even things on their culture, they don't shake hands. Try to understand all those small things so that the engagement can flow. And also, it's very important to make sure that also the culture of the region or of the country, at least the basic elements you understand. You can imagine, for example, if you see someone, let's say, from Uganda, when it says to you, Molo, what will you do? Because if you start to, like, is to appreciate that, I know you come from South Africa, mostly this is the language dominate. So you start now to open up and you are free to engage. Yes, those small things you might consider small, but they are very important in doing business.
Yeah, we'll switch over to the next speaker. The
Yeah.
woman is connecting from London, so she's having problems connecting now.
Okay. The next speaker is the keynote address from the UK High Commissioner. Then, while we are about to connect UK High Commissioner, the person will be speaking from the UK High Commissioner is Kiliaki Hamutwa, which is a philanthropist passionate about inclusive prosperity, feminism, social justice. She has key interest in political economy and social conditions that influence individual and group in different health status and quality of life. So it's the one that we are waiting for to connect. Okilia also is currently a trade advisor at the British High Commissioner, working and overseeing the project of Trade Forward Southern Africa that aims to increase the women's participation and prominence in the international trade across the Southern Africa. I'm not sure if my technical team were ready.
Almost the rest.
Okay.
Estamos conectados.
Okay. At least I declared earlier that the program director is being directed somewhere. So when I take the mandate somewhere, you will understand. Otherwise, we are still on time, but the technical challenges, it's part of the process. Even you, when you are now working on your export deals, is that one of the challenges you should make sure. I think, Mr. George, it's one of the important things that it's one most of the investors in the province will talk about the connectivity across the province. I think it's one of the things we need to prioritize, making sure the connectivity is cut across to all sectors now, making sure that we are connected and we have a strong, either fiber or any kind of network, because it's one of the important things that fit to the infrastructure element, so that wherever you connect, you are accessible, you are able to engage with your potential partners or investors. And also when we talk about exporting, most of the other collaborations, they start among yourselves before even you take the product out of the province or out of the country. Because you might find that you can get an export deal, but due to the capacity of your company, you cannot meet the volumes. What do? You have the partner next to you that you know has the capacity that you don't have, or you know that you can collaborate. Because at some point, as I mentioned, that when you approach the exports, you talk about volumes. So you should make sure you are well capacitated. And also in the sense that you know that your capacity might not be enough, make sure that your local collaborations also should be strong, so that you are able to work with the companies that are within the province, so that you can deliver to that also. So it's important that we are not also pushing you to make those international relations. Also make sure that locally you have a strong base and you know who is doing what. At some point, you might meet a potential buyer that is not necessarily looking for what you do only. There are other things that they are looking for. So you should also be able to refer, saying that within the same province or the same country I'm coming from, these are also the referral companies I can give. And also, most of the deals, remember that you unlocked the deal, then now Then now, through the trust and the relationship you already established, everyone will be comfortable to get referrals through because they understand how you do business. And also, when you go out, it's not about the estate. You are representing the country. So whatever you do, it reflects back to the South African country. I think now I'm being advised that the official from the High Commissioner is ready. Then we are almost there. The screen is promising.
Is the next Kim? Did you just speak to Kim? Okay. Are you getting any audio? I'm not getting anything here. From her. Where's my? What is that?
This technology is fantastic.
I'm not trying to connect.
Broadband connectivity.
I have to come in.
Talk about it. Sometimes it sounds
Yes.
like we are looking for nice to have.
She's
Broadband
talking.
connectivity
It's
is a
coming in.
must, especially international trade. It's not something that is a luxury.
Yes, I can hear.
It's no longer a luxury. It's a tool.
I can hear it from here.
etc. To those that wish to
Yes, just say we can hear you. Keep speaking, it's fine.
So
We can
these
hear
are
you.
some of the weaknesses that we have. In fact, South Africa is even behind most of the African countries like Kenya, they are ahead in terms of putting their broadband infrastructure together. So we
Fantastic, thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
That's on my headphones. It's coming in, but
It's only sound now. I can hear the sound inside.
I'm gonna switch his mic with this. Why? Why is it not coming through?
Maybe can't you please speak out into that?
It's coming in, but it's not. Guys. Just turn it down.
And then we went into a boot camp, which was a 2-day event of kind of sharing skills that are not necessarily part of this program, more along the lines of how to have an online presence, how to handle your finances. It was very engaging. I know that many of us, including me, even though I am a numbers girl, we sometimes steer away from anything to do with numbers and money. But it was engaging, it was wonderful, and I managed to get everybody out of their shells, because sometimes this platform can be a little daunting, getting onto the internet, then suddenly finding your way around a portal, and then learning how to get into the modules, and then not seeing the results that you want from the modules, and realizing that maybe there was just a technical detail that needed to be handled. So, the coaching is an ongoing process of not just supporting the modules, but also supporting each and every one of you through your journeys, through just becoming more and more confident, through the opportunity to, sorry, I'm just, don't stop, I'm not stopping, I'm going, for the opportunity to just find yourselves in this life that we live, to find ourselves, particularly as women, and to I'm trying to read an instruction at the same time that's coming through. You've lost some of my okay, all right, well, I'm just going to continue. Just to find ourselves in the journey of life, to find ourselves in the process of being mums, of being partners, of having business partners, of dealing with the daily struggles of some of the events that are happening in our country. The load shedding, things like that, which I hate to actually include, but we have to, and how we navigated that, how we started an orchids and onions introduction in the beginning, just so that people could share their positives and their not so great experiences of that week. And slowly, I watched each of you blossom. I watched each of you grow. And more than anything, I grew. I actually had the opportunity, I'm going to get emotional. I had the opportunity to learn from you, because this is a symbiotic experience. It's an opportunity to share between each other. Every time I had a one-on-one with each of you, I got the opportunity to be humbled by your journeys, and at the same time learn from each of you, because when we stop learning, we stop living. And it doesn't matter where we are in life, the minute we stop learning, we stop living. So, just getting into the modules, incredible modules, incredibly structured by TFSA and their team, understanding the role of a woman in life, particularly knowing just exactly what is needed in order to get through the modules, the clever little quizzes in between each module, during the modules, and then just in some respects where those of you were not necessarily 100% ready to export a product, or that you were maybe discovered that you weren't necessarily ready to export yet, there was an opportunity to learn some of the terminologies. And as I was saying in our coaching, was that it gave you a little bit of knowledge and power when in a conversation and people were talking about export terms, that you actually understood what they were talking about. So all of this program has had a benefit no matter where you are at the stage in your businesses. And from what I know, from the feedback that I've had, is that every single one of you have found yourselves a couple of steps further in your journey than when you first started. So I really again want to say how humbled I am that I have been your coach. I'm looking forward to being able to coach in the future. Yes, I am positioned in the UK, and it was a strategic move so that I could continue to skill myself as an expert business mentor, and I've been approved by the UK government, His Majesty's government, as an expert business mentor, which is for me quite a massive accreditation. And I just want to leave everybody with this. Entrepreneurship can be a very lonely journey. When you have a business idea that you believe in, you want to protect it at all costs. You keep your next step secret from your competition. You chase opportunities in all directions based on your gut feelings. You feel like you are the first one to face the challenges of getting a business off the ground. The thing is, if you don't surround yourself with a solid entrepreneurship network, you'll walk a path in the dark for too long. When I first started on this journey, and you all know I've had a couple of startups, I'm currently in a startup, African Women in Business as a director, I'm on the board, was a startup, and we've managed to get through the first 3 years, which means that we're actually on the other side of seeing our success. I understand this journey, and I just wanted to reach my target markets in my businesses that I've started, and some of them failed, and that's okay. Failure is actually fortune. Failure is an experience to learn. So whichever they may be in any given industry, I was focused on my target market, but I've gained so much more value. I've learned, and I'm speaking to each and every one of you, I've learned how to run my own business more effectively. I've made peace with my fear of missing out on the digital era of content, and we've spoken about this. I've proved the assumptions I was making about my audience's challenges. So here's one piece of advice I'd give to my fellow, each and every single one of you, early stage founders, and also those of you who have been in business for a while. Take action. Start talking to people. Use your network to directly access your markets, and then build from there, rather than trying to think everything through beforehand. Share, engage, network, onwards and upwards. Again, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to each of you, and I hand back to ECDC.
Then go to say education. Kind of you might want the knowledge to know what you want, but the only thing is the action. That is, and I'm not counting. I know that men they are the one that actually. So as we can talk, but the one that has strong in action. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. The one that are strong in action, even Mr. George can agree with me. We can talk, we can come with the strategies and all these things, but when it comes to action, it's not that we are strong. We are also strong, but I know at some point you need to understand where someone can do better than you can. So I'm not doubting that you action, because now you got it on and we can apply how was the journey. And also the only thing I can confirm through your attendance, it tells back how was the journey during the training. Because if it was not a wonderful journey, we would not be here. And you say, no matter how it ended, I want to be part of it. To prove that there was, like you gained a lot and now you understand how you should actually go forward. You are here today to make sure that up until the last day of the training, I'm part of it. And also you are ready now to action and to make sure you make these deals. And also I'm still being controlled by the technical team. But my power is closer to get there. So it's closer to get there. So I won't give up. I won't give up, because now we'll just connect to the UK High Commissioner, then from there I'm in charge.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Linda, can you just give me an indication that I can be heard?
We hear you loud and clear.
Will send a message. Just acknowledge that.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm speaking, Linda. Yeah, I will start as soon as you give me an indication that I can begin.
Send another one.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so I will then start. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Director of Ceremonies, the ECDC leadership, and the TFSA delivery team, all protocol observed, our amazing export trade training graduates, the stars of today's event. Good afternoon once again. My name is Kiliki Hamutunga. I oversee the implementation of the Trade Forward Southern Africa at the British High Commission. And so I oversee implementation in South Africa and Namibia. I am delighted to be in the company of all our export trade training graduates today. Today's event, as mentioned before, is aimed to celebrate you, to celebrate your hard work, your tenacity, your commitment, and openness to learn and grow, which are all important attributes to building a business, not least an export one. I've met many female entrepreneurs in South Africa, and it is clear to me that there's an ocean of potential ready to reap the benefits in regional and international trade. Export trade can be a tremendous force for providing new opportunities for women. However, as mentioned before, improving women's access to the benefits of trade remains a global challenge. As you might know, women-owned and led businesses are still underrepresented in international trade and tend to be small and operate in the informal sector. Only 15% of exporting businesses are led by women. And that figure needs to change, and it is changing. And this event is testament of the work that we are doing to change that figure. The UK is committed to promoting sustained gender equality and women's economic empowerment. We want more women involved in global trade here in South Africa, and we want to support you to reach new markets globally. That is why Trade Forward Southern Africa was birthed. The learning management systems and tools developed by TFSA are there to help you prepare for export, identify markets and potential buyers, and find necessary information about compliance, import, export requirements. This LMS has received excellent feedback from female entrepreneurs who have undertaken the training before, and we look forward to your feedback. Throughout our programs at the British High Commission, the goal is really to support inclusive and sustainable economic growth, job creation, and poverty reduction, a win for both nations. We are committed to provide relevant and sustainable support, and therefore the collaboration with ECDC, with the TFSA School of Export, is testament to that commitment. Before I conclude my remarks, I would like to encourage you please to take time to respond to future surveys and to provide feedback on how the training is helping your business. We want to be responsive to need, and we can only improve and refine what we do and know if we are on track if we get your feedback. It plays a critical role in future decision making, so I urge you please to take some time to share your thoughts. We want to hear the great stories of how you're exporting to the UK, to Ghana, anywhere in the world. But we also want to hear those areas where, where there are developmental opportunities. Once more, please give a round of applause to yourself, our graduates this afternoon. I encourage you to ascend higher, to remain innovative, explore more opportunities. Because we know you can, and we here at the British High Commission believe in you. Lastly, I would like to thank the ECDC team, the TFSA delivery team, the coaches, and everyone involved for their continued partnership in breaking the bias in export trade. I look forward to hearing about your amazing export journeys and look forward to certainly remaining in touch. Directors of ceremonies, thank you so much for the opportunity.
But one thing I want to say is that the British High Commission is saying not only the South African government. So now you have a very big money, whereby it's not the South African government alone. Now it's confirmed on record that the British High Commission believe in you, and also it's also tallied to the action that will tell a story. So now we can't wait to see those actions, seeing those businesses succeeding. Without further ado, we are moving with our program. Now we want to hear the testimony. Yes. Because I mentioned in advance that I'm being controlled. I'm not doing my own thing. And also, yeah, remember, this is the women in export, so I should make sure that I take the one. Otherwise, I will be chased out. So now we are moving to the testimonies, which I think there are two. Then I was not given the names. I think they know. They know. The first one is Lelo, who will be coming on stage.
Oh, I love that.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? The other one might be bad.
This one, yeah, yeah, this one.
This one. Yeah? Okay.
It's not.
Thank you. Wathinta abafazi? Wathinta imbokodo? Is that voice fine, Mr. George? Okay, cool. I am so excited to be here. I think I'm more excited 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, when we started training. I'll start with my name. My name is Nombulelo. It means thankful. My given name, because I was bought, is Abukwe. It means may the Lord watch over you. I always call both surnames because I want to honor my family, and then my husband, I get Maka. So you can choose whichever one works for you, but I also respond to the name Blair. I'm a Black female entrepreneur, manufacturing female-owned company. My company manufactures PVC and canvas goods. I want you to think SAB trucks, the toll liners, that's my company. I want you to think body bags in mortuaries, that's my company. I want you to think aprons in butcheries, that's my company. I want you to think in the agricultural sector, whether it's fish ponds, the actual fish ponds, that's my company. Water saving space, which is my new innovation, Porta Tank. It's a portable Jojo tank that you can pop in the boot of your car and go and assemble it at home. So I am so excited to have been a part of this export training program. So thank you, Mr. George, for putting it together. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Mr. Boyce. The whole team. I don't know who your team is. What inspires me is my imperfection. I am so imperfect in so many places, so I'm always learning and I'm always trying to develop and trying to find things that I can learn and ways about myself that I can change. It's a quote that I heard: imperfection inspires invention, imagination, and creativity. And because we are imperfect people, it is so easy for you to allow yourself to change when you have the knowledge and when you have the space to learn. So this journey and Good Trade Forward South Africa has taught us that when we want the things we want, we have to imagine. When we want the business that we see ourselves owning, and all the visions that you see in your company, in the different companies that we all have, God gave you that vision because it's for you to fulfill, it's for you to imagine, it's for you to see yourself working. I'm a part of that, I'm a testimony to that. So one of the things that I realized in this journey, in this training program, is that all the energy that we all had in the weeks is exactly what's come back to us. The energy you put into whatever it is that you're doing is what comes back to you. A lot of people don't think about the intention. Why did we join this export program? Why did we say yes to this? I mean, we're business owners. Some of us are starting up, some of us are seasoned, but why did we do this? And the intention that was there to say, I'm signing my name on this export program, no one was there with us. I signed it willingly. And the energy that we met each other in each and every single weekly session is exactly what is coming back. And because I'm a believer and I love love, I firmly believe that the energy in business that's going to come back is also going to be way more than what we could ever imagine. So we hardly think about the why, right? If I want my business to grow, if I want every home to have a portable water tanker, I don't think about, why do I want that? But if my intention is to say there's a better way to save water, there's a better way to do it yourself, then the energy that comes back in my business succeeding is going to be far, far reaching. I think one of the things that scared me in the beginning of this program was, hey, we're going to study, exams. I'm currently doing my dissertation. So I was like, yeah, I'm half died already with my recent proposal. Now I'm gonna half die in the export program. And I think because I wanted to grow, and the energy that we all meet each other with, we all wanted to grow. And this export program has just given us opportunities. It's taught us so many things about the export industry that we didn't know. I bought your hair products, PE, and your faces here. We now know more about ourselves. And because we are women-led businesses, our businesses are shaped by us. The type of woman you are, if you're an extrovert, if you're a networker, if you're a people's person, that's the shape your business is going to take. If you are about the customer, that's the shape your business is going to take. But if you're a numbers person, and you don't care who buys your product, but you care about that, that's the shape your business is going to take. So I think we all wanted to grow, and I thought of us as plants. A plant will bloom because of the environment. But if the environment lets the plant die, there's no light, no one is watering it, it's going to die. But all of us, and smart, we are pretty, we are gorgeous. I did makeup, of course. Not my natural look. But I thought of us as plants that we are now blooming. We can now sit in tables like this, or have discussions like this, and speak export. We can now start speaking to the many different agreements. Yeah, there's so many. There were Incoterms, delivery methods. I wrote them down. I was like the DAP, the DPU, the MTB, and what countries carry, the tariff barriers and why the agreements are in place. We mentioned Mozambique. I'm in the process of signing a distribution agreement in Mozambique for my quarter time. So now I'm able to go into the conversations and say, oh, we're going to do the SACUM agreement, or we're going to do the, I'm starting smart. But the way our minds are wired as human beings is that we are wired to keep ourselves alive, right? So it's not easy for us to change and to do the things that we do. But if you just tell yourself that the more knowledge you have, and the more information you get, your brain, and as a human being, you're going to force yourself to change. Because I think it was Maya Angelou, Oprah made it famous, once you know better, you start doing better. So growth is what we all wanted here. How I will make sure the lessons learned will be applied in my business. I already told my operations guy that he's going to have to attend this training. I don't know if there's a cost. But three things, and I love Les Brown. He speaks about three things that we must have. The mindset must be right. So everything that we've learned here, we must be able to go and apply it. We must try and remember it. The second thing, he refers to it as OQP, only quality people. I'm not leaving the WhatsApp group, because these are quality people right here. And the information that was shared with me, I felt empowered, and I hope we all empower each other, honestly. So I've already ticked mindset, I've ticked only quality people. And the third thing is, we need to develop our communication skills. Because once you open your mouth, you are selling your business. So the way we speak, people will want to know what's behind you. And what's behind all of us is successful businesses. And I speak life and fruition in all of our lives and businesses. Thank you.
I can also take you down. Thank you so much. In the same note of the testimony, let's call upon Dr. Gallo. I'm just prevented by this. I will go down and take you and come up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Shiksha Gallo, and I'm really excited to be here today. So I'm in the very exciting industry, medical cannabis. That's why we're always happy. I'm a cannabis clinician, and my vision in life is to transform global healing by empowering the world with my holistic practices. And this course has been such an eye-opener, and I would really like to thank ECDC for this opportunity, as well as TFS, and as well as the UK government for allowing us this opportunity. It has opened my eyes to so much. I had, thought I knew everything and obviously didn't. Had no clue about exports. So it's opened my eyes. The way the course was structured was, really, really great. As you guys know, I had a lot of challenges. I was out of the country as well, and I fell, broke my ankle. It just never stopped. And I lost my business within the time. So there's so much of things going on. And all your beautiful, amazing women, especially with Kim and Linda as well as mentors, like kept on me like motivating me, say keep going, keep doing this, you can do this. And all the what I really enjoyed was the mentorship, with Grace and the group. So having these weekly meetings, although I missed some of them, were really exciting and motivating. So the course taught us a lot. It taught us about barriers, barriers to entry, things that we think, oh, we've got this expertise, but maybe we can do this and this and this. But it just guided us to how to prepare. It taught us about risks. It taught us about, all the Incoterms and the terminology, and you can lose so much of money. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I didn't think of all of these things. I'm so excited to wanting to export, but what about all these risks and challenges that you can actually sell all your product, and everyone will be happy on my medicines, and the next thing I'm not going to get my money back, So it was all of these exciting things that we've learned, and I really appreciate, the entire journey with everybody. The course I recommend to anybody. If anybody, has, the new course starts in December, I would recommend it to everybody. The course is structured well. There were videos there, so it made it exciting. It wasn't boring. The questions and answers, it made you actually think and go back and say, oh, okay, I remember this, or I forgot that. First, it was daunting, but as you went through each module, it was really exciting. The support of everybody from ECDC with Kim and our fellow beautiful women here. I mean, that for me was the most. So I don't want to go on and on because of time, because everybody knows I talk too much. But I would like just to tell all of you, it's been a difficult journey as entrepreneurs. I've also been through lots. All of us have been. But what is exciting, we're standing here, we're graduating, and we're moving on. Yay! So what I want to tell you as well is, remember, you are unique. Each and every single one of you are unique. And your uniqueness is this greatest gift to the world. So whatever you are doing, you are bringing that into the rest of the countries and the rest of the world. And we need to showcase what South Africa has. Because what we have is heart. Nobody else has that. And we can do any single thing that we put our minds to. So let's show South Africa, the rest of the world, what South African women can do, guys. And this is only the beginning. And I'd love to congratulate all of you. And thank you, everyone, for the support. God bless. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Doc. We are moving. Now, most there is no graduation without the certificate. We can't call it a graduation without having the certificate. But I'm being advised that before we get to that item, I think maybe I'm excited about it since I see the certificate. But I'm being advised that there is one last speaker that will be taking, which will be joining virtually. And now I'm certain that our connectivity won't sabotage us. At least we are closer to an end. We'll make sure the connectivity is fine. And also what I picked up to these testimonies, the Incoterms. I picked up that Incoterms, it's a common word. Everyone touches, but that Incoterms. But I'm also being advised now that we'll be going to the certificate. I think we'll take a speaker after we issue the certificate. So allow me to call upon Mr. Pagamisa George and Mrs. Rolelwa Majiza to come over on stage. The protocol of issuing the certificates, the graduates will come this way and go down this way. So Mr. George, you will stand, I think, this way, when the banner. I'm not sure I can move. Yeah, I'm trying to. I want I think there should be. Okay. Okay, they can come this way, go down this way, it's fine.
We need to capture this moment.
This is the cameraman, Mr. George.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure that the cameraman is ready. Sometimes the cameraman is listening to a small break or maybe Dr. Shiksha Galo had some liquid muscles that somebody refresh and give more energy.
Now I'm handing over to Linda, then I sit down.
Okay, our first lady to come up on stage, congratulations to Nani Stella from Berlin Waste Recycling.
Must be sure that the camera is rolling.
Congratulations to Buyokazi Makwala from Kaibelani Kuya Civil Construction. Congratulations, Angela Gosha from Stone Street in PTY Ltd. Congratulations to Yokazi Gokwana from Innovative Concept. Yes, Gokwana. Yes. Congratulations to Stand and Joba. Congratulations to Dr. Shiksha Kalo from Holistic Integrated Clinic Institute.
You've been on stage before. Now I see the camera.
Congratulations to Nabom Tanga from the M2 PTY Ltd. Congratulations to Tumego Noila from 4See Yourself and the Tumego Noila Foundation. Congratulations, Rafika Davis from Swift Hospital. Congratulations, Zanele Khoboji from Delicate Beauty Spa.
We are all going to be beautiful and make the whole world beautiful.
Yes. Congratulations, Lelo, Lutwana, Cap and Canvas at Porter Congratulations, Nomululeko Ketelo from Army Unit Developers.
Give you all the gap.
And we've got virtual graduates from Unonuvuko Galonkulu from Intubeko Projects and Training. We have Unomatule Apelele Mchemla from AET Africa. We have Tandokazi Kotyeni from Entinalo Holding. Thank you so much. Over to you, Program Director.
Thank you so much. While the stage is still clear, I'm also being advised that can I call all the graduates to come a group sorry. I said I'm being managed somewhere. So bear with me. What will happen is that there is a speaker, the last speaker, then from there we'll make sure the group photo we do so that the program director can be part of it. Can we allow our next speaker to come in virtually? Oh, it's still coming. I think when we were issuing this certificate, Mr. George said that it does not see the camera. And now, to me, telling to my age, because Mr. George want to hear that camera will say, cut. But the guy behind you is capturing everything, so you should not be worried. The session is covered. So you will get all your pictures and the videos. So now I'm relying on our technical team. When they say I must step down, I will do so. When they say I must continue talking, it's nice to be a program director because you can continue speaking, no one can stop you. But I think now we are coming right.
She can talk.
And we are still on time.
Kapigan for meeting. Kapigan.
Text it again. Again. Please unmute. She's muted.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry about that little mishap. We had a power outage just as I was about to attend this wonderful gathering. I'll just try and move into a place where there's natural lighting so that you can get to see my face.
Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for taking the chance to undergo this export trade training with ECDC and CFSA. Today, I'm really honored to be here to see the end of the 7 modules and to say congratulations to all the ladies. As one of the testimonials said, that nobody signs you up. You sit in private, you recognize your need, you sign up for it, and then make the decision to complete. For me, this is just an honor to think about where we came from, what the thinking around this was, what the insights from women led us to do, and now seeing a group of 16 women who have graduated from this program. It doesn't end here. At CFSA, we intend to ensure that we continue to hold your hand and facilitate you to realize your export dream. What I mean by doesn't end here is that we have an opportunity to run another cohort from November. But besides that, we have another set of modules that we've included on the learning management system that you can go ahead and access and continue to get in the knowledge that you've been gaining. Besides that, we have the sustainability strategies that we have supported ECDC to develop so that they can continue to deliver this service to you even at the end of our engagement with them. I'd like to take this opportunity to say congratulations again. It's never easy to start on a call, commit to it, and complete it. The coaches have been amazing. Kim is there with us, and I'd really like to say thank you to Kim for holding us, helping us hold accountability for what we are doing, and to realize the results of the dream that started. It's always a dream when you start a journey, but when you realize that you actually see the potential that it has for your life. Thank you so much for taking on this journey. I'd like to encourage you to welcome other women in the space to come in and take up this course as we offer it from November, going through to next February. Thank you for giving us the opportunity, ECDC, to partner with you at CFSA. And on behalf of my colleagues, our funders, the UK government, and of course ECDC, I'd like to congratulate the women for taking on this journey with us and trusting us to offer them a service that they desire. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Then now, before we take what I propose, I think we'll go to the vote of thanks. Then after the vote of thanks, we'll take the group photo. Then also you see the last item saying lunch and networking. And I once mentioned that the networking among ourselves is very important. So it's one of the things, it's given time here, making sure that you network among yourselves. Then now allow me to call upon Mrs. Kolelwa Majiza for the vote of thanks.
I'm too tall. So I understand this was made for people like Sonia. Greetings to everyone. Greetings to everyone. The organizers, ECDC. I'm so excited, you know. I am so excited. You know, when you do this job of supporting small businesses, you always get excited and frustrated at the same time. Because you get those businesses that think they are entrepreneurs, but at the same time they are not. And then you get those that are serious and know what they want to do and who have goals that they want to achieve. So every time I get into these platforms, sometimes I go out excited, sometimes I go out frustrated. Maybe it's because, Linda, you have invited the real core. I would say how I wish everyone could learn from you. Because, you know, there is a lot of support that is out there to support people who are serious and committed about what they want to do and about what they want to achieve. I always say to people, you know, when you say you are an entrepreneur, you start from nothing. Because you have a vision, you have a passion, you are committed, you know what you want to achieve at the end of the day. And I always tell people that, you know, scan the environment that is around you and make use of what is available. And you can start with having a 0 cent. Because you are an entrepreneur, you will achieve what you want to achieve. But you have those that will always mourn and mourn and mourn and tell you that we are not getting any support from government. They are so entitled to government funding, to whoever. I have been to ECDC, Ulinda did not give me information, or Ulinda did not take me to a mission that was, you know, immediately you say that to a person, you have to commit, you need to pay something into this training, people will leave. There are those that will attend because they have been invited by government, because there's something to eat, and they will think that there will be tenders that will be issued out in that particular instance. So we need people like you. I am motivated to wake up every day and go to work, Linda. Thank you so much. I am so excited. You know, when you were speaking, your testimonials have given me a reason to say, let's keep on pumping money. How I wish, Paki, we can sign another MOU and give you more money to support SMMEs or companies. You know, I always read articles about entrepreneurship, but there are key things that an entrepreneur should look at, or qualities. One that needs to passion. I have seen passion, I have seen energy, I have seen commitment, I have seen creativity or innovation, self-confidence, goal-oriented. And one thing that I like about you is the fact that you want to see yourselves grow. It's very frustrating to see SMMEs that do not have vision, that do not want to see themselves maybe moving 10 steps forward. You know, when you speak about growth, you make me realize that there are SMMEs or there are businesses that want to see themselves achieving and being able to say, I started with one person, but now I have created so many jobs. Because when you are in business, we always say SMMEs are a vehicle to create more jobs. Municipalities or other entities are not out there to create jobs, but you are there, you are the vehicles to create more job opportunities. So it's always exciting when you see there is a slogan when we've got a program for incubation to try and inculcate the culture of entrepreneurship within the municipality. So our slogan is saying, we grow entrepreneurs. So by getting into that program, at least we want to see you grow. There is a lot that I have prepared in this paper, but I am not going to say any of what I have prepared, because I have been given words to speak to you by what we have articulated on. Mine is just to say thank you very much for your commitment. I am really, really, really excited. How I wish that some of the councillors were here, or even our portfolio head was here, just to see when we say there are businesses that needs our support. You know, you can't handhold a person forever. You cannot be an SMME forever. You must think about growing yourself. You must think about or have strategies that will assist you to get to another level. So I am excited. Thank you very much, Mr. George and your team for putting up this program. You know, as a business, to leave your business and participate in these kinds of trainings, especially virtual. I always say virtual has got a lot of challenges. You either have a data or you have connectivity problems, load shedding. Here is a major challenge that kills businesses. But it's exciting when you see that you have completed your 7 weeks program without any hassles. For sure they were there, but we have overcame them. And because we were committed into what we wanted to achieve at the end of the day. I am saying to Mobo that, you know, how I wish you would make use of what you have learned in the program. And I was excited when Ulela was saying, I have learned these terms. I will be able to get into the meetings and understand the concepts that are used in the trade export space. At least there are people who are saying this was not a talk show. Because we have people that will tell you that, oh, I'm tired of attending these workshops. I'm tired of attending these summits. But I always tell people that it's a talk show because we want it to be a talk show. If you want to make use of the information, you will still make use of the information. So I am very happy, and thank you to the Trade Forward South Africa, UK government for making funding available for this program. We always say there is not enough money in the government. Yes, we see that it is shrinking every day. But if you get partners that are willing to fund programs like this, and go out there and take the opportunities and make sure that you succeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Majida. I so wish those councillors were here so that we sign another one. More money. Thank you so much. Now, I will request the group photo that I requested before the mic is taken from me. So I will ask all the graduates to come with the certificates, and also the vice chancellors that were issuing the certificates to also come, so that we are able to take the group photo. So let's come. I will step down. Now the stage is no longer mine. So yes.
I have 2 lieutenants who are Fika no Abongile. They are always working behind the scenes to ensure they remind the participants to join online, they make sure that they register, they make sure they get the links on time, and they put together this program. So please also come forward for a group photo.
My mic is already taken. Can we go? Now I see my time is over. We know most the protocol of standing. The height will, yeah. You know, so. Do we still need the projector? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's only me who is not graduating.
Let's say export. We're calling cheese here. Okay, we'll do the exports. 1, 2, 3, export. Export. Another one. Export.
In terms. I'm happy that when it's not me saying go down, you don't. You wait for me to say. Okay.
What's
your line?
Oh, okay. Okay. You can come Everyone was wanting to hear the sound of the camera.
You could go to already going on leave, right? When are you on leave?
Thank you so much. I think it's time for me now. Everyone got the name, because now we are. Much appreciated.